We are currently experiencing a climate crisis that has resulted in various detrimental effects such as rising sea levels, an increase in wildfires, severe storms, droughts, and other extreme weather events that threaten human life, healthy communities, and critical infrastructure. If we continue on this track that we are on now, we will soon reach the Earth's limit. This will cause mass migration from regions most affected by climate change, a loss of more than 99% of all coral reefs on Earth, more than 350 million more people to be exposed globally to daily heat stress by the year 2050. Global temperatures must be kept below 1.5 degrees Celsius, above pre-industrialized levels to avoid the most severe impacts of climate change. We must obtain global reductions in greenhouse gas emissions from human sources of 40 to 60% from 2010 levels by 2030 and achieve net zero emissions by 2050. It is important to acknowledge the greater forces which have led to the climate crisis and act as main contributors to greenhouse gas emissions, such as capitalism, industrialization, and the actions of big corporations who profit from mass production. Yet there are already many organizations and movements centered around fighting for policy change, such as the Green New Deal in the US, but it will take some time that we unfortunately do not have. We must consider the fact that human activity is the main contributor to climate crisis. We, the people, have created this problem and we can solve it. We are not powerless while we wait for policy. We can choose to act now and make the future that we want. We can change this culture of consumption, and we can shape a new, greener world by working as individuals to make a difference in our communities. Cities generate 70% of the planet's carbon, and citizens generate 70% of those emissions through our daily lifestyle choices. If cities and citizens empower each other to reduce their carbon footprint and enter onto a path of becoming carbon neutral by year 2030, it can use a communicative outlook while changing the game around our warming planet. Small actions like this, when taken by many, will create the change we need. But the change we need will take all of us, and you can start by initiating a cool block in your community around your college or university campus. Your club organization can get involved now and start working towards this goal with Cool Block. UC Santa Barbara has already begun making these changes in their community and has made great progress changing Isla Vista to Eco Vista. Now it's your turn. There are 251,000 UC students and 484,000 CSU students and 2.1 million California community colleges and 19.9 million students in the U.S. Nearly all of these colleges and universities have the place for environmental and climate justice focused clubs and organizations on their campuses. So, by using this bottom-up approach from students to neighborhood to city to states to country to the world, we can change the future. So what is Cool Block? The Cool Block program is designed as a whole system solution that optimizes a city's performance capacity by empowering a new community spirit to take hold, creating bottom-up change from the demand side of consumers and activating top-down change from the supply side, such as with policy adoption. This system upgrade for cities will help to activate all community members in order to best navigate the climate-stressed world we have inherited. And the result, community synergy, will enable cities and their citizens to achieve ideal social, environmental, and economic outcomes. So, what do? Cool Block can provide your org or club with already-to-go program that you can implement among your members. Created by the Empowerment Institute, Cool Block has the same goal as your club or organization as it aims to fight against climate change and make the world more environmentally friendly, all while emphasizing the importance of community. Working among one neighborhood at a time to make big change with a program that helps people learn more about carbon reduction, empowering others, water stewardship, and disaster resilience and livability. Your organization or club can provide your students with a place to come together to care for the planet and each other and develop a community to make a difference. So how does it work? Each Cool Block begins with a Cool Block leader. The block leader goes door to door, inviting all the households on the block to an informational meeting, forming a Cool Block team. The Cool Block leader then holds a team building meeting where a new topic is explored every other week, approximately 4.5 months. Each topic is divided into a menu of over 100 action recipes to choose from. At the start of the program, households are working individually to change habits within their own home. By the end of the program, the team is working together on actions that will impact their block, their neighborhood, their city, and most of all, the planet. Now that you are aware of the climate crisis and know how you can act to make a greener future, how will you spread awareness and help others to make a difference? Don't wait for change to find you. You can be the change and start a cool block in your neighborhood. We choose what the world will look like in 2050.